How to stop chasing love and let it find you. Stoic lessons for true connection. The pursuit of love is a theme we all relate to. Who hasn't found themselves in that emotional labyrinth, frantically searching for a connection that makes us feel whole? Hope and disappointment pull us like waves on the shore of our lives. And of course, there's the romantic disillusionment. Those moments when the love we chase seems to dissolve before our eyes, leaving us questioning if we're seeking something that will never come. But today, I want to share a different story, a wiser perspective on love, one that isn't found by scrolling screens or waiting for text messages. This perspective is found within ourselves, ready to be revealed through philosophy, particularly Stoicism. It was within Stoicism that I found guidance, helping me understand why desperately chasing love can be a path fraught with obstacles and suffering. This philosophy values self-discipline, authenticity, and self-reflection. Through Stoic practices, I learned to look inward, rather than seeking external praise or solutions for my self-esteem and confidence issues. I discovered that love, in its most authentic form, is not found in another person but within ourselves. Thus, a perspective was born that I wish to share with you. It's natural to desire love and to feel loved in our lives. Yet, we often fall into the illusion that love is the magical solution to all our problems. We convince ourselves that finding someone special will fill us with joy, free us from worries, and grant us the longed-for peace. We cling to the belief that love is the master key that will open the doors to a fulfilling life. As societal standards dictate, the pressure to have someone special in our lives is constant, seen in friendships, on television, and on social media. However, even in romantic relationships, challenges and struggles persist. Idealized expectations can lead to disappointment, and we may find ourselves seeking love even when already in a relationship. As the Stoics teach us, it is not reality that disturbs us, but our opinions and expectations about reality. The illusion of love as a solution to our problems makes us believe that another person can be responsible for our happiness. However, as Epicurus wisely said, do not seek that everything happen as you wish, but wish that everything happen as it actually does. Only then will your life flow well. True Stoic wisdom reminds us that love is a valuable component of our lives, but it is not the answer to all our dilemmas or conflicts. Lasting happiness comes from personal discipline, authenticity, and self-reflection. Nearly all of us have experienced being physically present, but mentally trapped in the past or worried about the future. Practicing living in the present is like returning to the here and now, directing our attention to where life truly happens. The present moment is a precious gift, often underestimated and undervalued. We cannot change the past and the future is uncertain, but the present, the here and now, is where we have the power to act and make decisions. Practicing presence allows us to savor each moment of our lives fully, even the small pleasures. Living in the present enriches our experiences. Food tastes better, laughter is more genuine, and moments become invaluable. Why living in the present is key to finding authentic love. Stoic insights for building meaningful connections. The significance of living in the present becomes clear as we continue our quest for authentic love. Happiness is not found in the past or the future, but in the richness of now. Have you ever felt trapped in a repetitive pattern in your relationships? Perhaps you've wondered why you can't find love or why your relationship ended despite your best efforts. In this journey of self-discovery, let's explore the value of personal growth and how it can shift your perspective on finding love. Often we seek love from a place of need, believing that another person will complete our lives. Yet, as the Stoics remind us, no one is free until they've freed themselves. The path of personal growth is one of strength, facing and overcoming obstacles. As Seneca said, there is no favorable wind for the sailor who does not know where to go. The value of personal growth becomes evident when we confront our fears, take risks, and choose the more challenging path. Through personal growth we can overcome fears, embrace imperfections, and build relationships based on authenticity and effective communication. Let's discuss a powerful tool that can completely change your approach to finding love: self-reflection. On the path to authentic love, it's not just about sitting silently with an empty mind, but about diving deeply into your thoughts and emotions. It's a conscious introspection that allows you to explore your inner self for answers. By examining your thoughts and emotions, you can uncover harmful patterns that repeat in your relationships. Self-reflection helps address these detrimental patterns, delve into the roots of your fears and concerns, and understand why they persist. The magic of self-reflection lies not only in identifying problems, but also in offering tools for change. You can work on your weaknesses, cultivate your virtues, and enhance your relationships. Self-reflection is a compass guiding you towards healthier relationships. As you get to know yourself better, you become more aware of what you truly want in a partner and what you're willing to contribute to the relationship. As Marcus Aurelius said, put your heart, mind, and soul into even your smallest acts. This is the secret of success. Embrace the peace that follows self-reflection. It's not just work, it's the path to inner peace and more authentic relationships. Being a person from a Stoic perspective means embracing the value of personal growth, developing unshakable discipline and resilience. It teaches us that being a complete person involves a constant commitment to improving and growing, not seeking externally what we already have within ourselves. When we seek love from a place of inner strength and self-acceptance, we create stronger and more meaningful relationships. Why self-acceptance is the key to authentic love, Stoic wisdom for inner peace and genuine connections. The need for acceptance, love, and validation is a reality in today's society. Driven by social media, entertainment, and external expectations, we are taught that to be loved, we must first meet certain standards of beauty, height, behavior, and even success. Social expectations lead us to relentlessly seek love, often losing sight of something crucial within ourselves, self-acceptance. From a Stoic perspective, self-acceptance becomes the cornerstone of inner peace. As Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, wisely said, "Life is short, and we all carry what we carry equally." This reflection brings us to a crucial point. In this journey, our desperate search for love and external validation, we constantly compare ourselves to others, leading us to chase unattainable standards and filling ourselves with anxiety for not being good enough. According to the Stoics, self-acceptance is the act of embracing who we are, with all our virtues and flaws. It's about freeing ourselves from the need for external validation and finding inner peace in a world obsessed with comparison and the constant pursuit. Stoic philosophy invites us to find wealth in accepting what we already have. Self-acceptance allows us to savor life to the fullest. As Seneca reminds us, find deep reflection. We often forget the importance of being content with who we are at this moment. This quote reminds us that true wealth is not found in the validation and acceptance from others or in material possessions. True wealth lies in being content with our authenticity and living in harmony with ourselves. By accepting ourselves, we shed the emotional burden of external validation. This is why you should not seek love, but rather seek self-acceptance before looking for external approval. Self-acceptance is not a denial of personal growth, but a solid foundation for it. By accepting our imperfections, we realize that authentic love does not require perfection. Self-acceptance enables us to be vulnerable, communicate genuinely, and build meaningful relationships based on authenticity. As Marcus Aurelius said, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence on the future. Independence, a key value in Stoic reflections, is crucial in the quest for authentic love. Often, in our search for love, we may fall into the trap of losing our independence, focusing so much on finding someone to complement us that we forget what makes us unique. Instead, Stoicism urges us to focus on our actions. Understanding that external acceptance is not the key to happiness frees us from the need to seek love anxiously. Instead, we find inner peace and serenity, allowing us to appreciate relationships in their broader context. This emotional dependency, from a Stoic perspective, is a behavior pattern to avoid. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, we should be willing to change our habits if we see ourselves as dependent individuals. Independence is a reflection of self-esteem and self-acceptance. When we commit to our passions, projects, and personal growth, we become more attractive to potential partners. Independence does not mean isolating ourselves from others, but finding balance. You can enjoy the company of others without losing your emotional autonomy. Independence is an act of self-love and respect for oneself. The essential role of independence in the search for love. Stoic insights for emotional mastery. In the quest for love, maintaining your independence is crucial. If you are a complete person in yourself, you do not seek love as a solution to your insecurities. From a Stoic and masculine perspective, as Seneca stated, true freedom is the independence of the mind. This statement invites us to deeply reflect on what it means to have an independent mind. In the Stoic context, it involves freeing ourselves from the bondage of passions, desires, and attachments. Mental independence means not allowing emotions and thoughts to dominate our will. As Stoics, we strive to free ourselves from emotional slavery, to own our minds, and ultimately, our destiny. To maintain emotional independence from a Stoic perspective, two fundamental practices are recommended in our search for love: meditation and mindfulness. Meditation becomes a powerful tool for maintaining emotional independence. From a Stoic and masculine viewpoint, meditation helps us find balance amidst the turbulent waters of relationships, training us to be present in the moment, observing our thoughts and emotions without being carried away by them. As Seneca advised, meditation teaches us to manage our emotions and find serenity amid chaos. Stoics believe that meditation allows us to recognize that our emotional reactions are automatic responses, and that we have the power to choose how we respond. For Stoic men, this provides a profound sense of control over our emotions and actions. Mindfulness is another crucial practice in the pursuit of authentic love. From a Stoic perspective, mindfulness allows us to maintain emotional independence by being fully present in our relationships, engaging in active listening, being present in conversations, and being aware of our emotional reactions. As Marcus Aurelius reminded us, self-control is achieved through mindfulness. This practice empowers us to recognize our emotions and, instead of reacting impulsively, make conscious decisions. From a Stoic viewpoint, these two practices, meditation and mindfulness, are fundamental to maintaining emotional independence and avoiding the pursuit of love that ultimately causes more pain. From a Stoic and masculine perspective, these practices provide the self-control, serenity, and mental peace necessary to face emotional challenges and make thoughtful decisions in our relationships. In summary, the importance of maintaining your independence cannot be overstated. You should not seek love to fill your voids. Instead, you should find someone who values your independence and complements your life. The role of effective communication in relationships, a Stoic approach. Communication is the cornerstone of our relationships. However, we sometimes find ourselves caught in a whirlwind of misunderstandings, pointless arguments, and empty words. Words can build or destroy, and from a Stoic and wiser perspective, we will explore why effective communication is so important for improving our relationships. Stoics teach us that effective communication is an art. It involves listening more than speaking, understanding more than imposing opinions. As Epicurus said, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we should listen twice as much as we speak. From a Stoic perspective, it is not about saying what others want to hear, but about clearly expressing our thoughts and feelings in a respectful manner. The role of patience in the Stoic approach to authentic love. Patience is a fundamental pillar of the Stoic perspective on the pursuit of authentic love. Stoics teach us that love is not something we can force or rush. Instead of desperately seeking love, we practice patience, understanding that time is an ally. Stoic patience involves resisting the temptations of impatience, frustration, or anxiety. Rather than viewing time as an enemy, we embrace it as a teacher from which we gain wisdom. From a Stoic perspective, patience also allows us to develop the inner strength to face loneliness, rejection, and uncertainty in the search for love. Stoic patience reminds us that authentic love is a process not governed by a calendar. As Marcus Aurelius said, nothing happens to someone that he cannot bear. The same applies to others, and they endure the development of essential pillars for authentic love. Thus, meditation, mindfulness, effective communication, and patience are fundamental Stoic practices in the pursuit of love. They empower us to maintain our emotional independence, strengthen our self-control, and build authentic and meaningful relationships. Stoics deeply value patience and empathy, highlighting their importance in enriching our relationships. Patience helps us navigate difficulties and uncertainties that arise in our interactions, allowing us to respond in a more balanced and rational manner. Empathy, in turn, enables us to understand and connect with the feelings and perspectives of others, fostering deeper and more meaningful communication. From a philosophical perspective, effective communication strengthens our relationships and brings us closer to authentic love. It allows us to be vulnerable and share our desires, fears, and dreams. As Marcus Aurelius stated, the secret of all victories lies in organizing the non-obvious. Trying to please everyone from a Stoic viewpoint is an invitation to reflect on how the quest for love and approval from others can cause even more pain. In our desire to please everyone, we often end up sacrificing our authenticity and our own needs. Stoics teach us that, instead of seeking external acceptance, we should focus on strengthening our inner strength and finding love within ourselves. The relentless search for love can lead to relationships based on unrealistic expectations, and often causes us to neglect our own identity. Stoics remind us that we cannot control the emotions, decisions, and actions of others, but we can control. The desperate search for love can become a cycle of disappointments, as trying to please everyone often makes us lose sight of what is truly important to us. The Stoic philosophy teaches that true emotional wealth comes from authenticity, patience, and understanding our own needs and those around us. So, instead of trying to please everyone in the pursuit of love, let's focus on pleasing ourselves by being authentic and building relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. This is ultimately the key to discovering an authentic and meaningful love that blossoms from within and is not desperately sought from outside. In today's world, it is common to see people trying to fit into predefined social roles, acting artificially, and hiding their true essence behind a social mask. But what happens when we shed this mask and embrace authenticity? Stoics teach us that authenticity is a path to true freedom. As Seneca said, no man is free if he is not master of himself. True freedom lies in being ourselves without fear of judgment. Authenticity allows us to free ourselves from the burden of pleasing others and to live according to our own principles. The importance of authenticity and self-knowledge in the pursuit of love. In a society that often pressures us to seek love through external approval, authenticity becomes a guiding light. From a Stoic perspective, authenticity leads us to deeper and more meaningful relationships. When we are authentic, we attract people who value us for our true essence, not for a fictional version of ourselves. Authenticity also provides us with the strength to face challenges with dignity. As Marcus Aurelius said, nothing has so much power to expand the mind as the ability to systematically and truly investigate everything that happens in the universe. From a Stoic perspective, self-knowledge begins with daily reflection on our actions, reactions, and emotions. This practice allows us to identify patterns and understand what drives us. Exploring our values is a fundamental part of self-knowledge, with Stoics believing that virtue is the supreme value, and that each person must define what that means for themselves. Identifying our automatic reactions in conflicts or stressful situations is another aspect of self-knowledge. Introspection enables us to. A useful Stoic exercise is to keep a gratitude journal, noting what we value and what brings us happiness. This not only helps us appreciate the small things in life, but also focuses on what truly matters, reinforcing our values and fostering a positive and resilient attitude in the face of adversity. Stoics also value empathy. Self-knowledge is not always a solitary journey. Seeking the advice of a Stoic mentor or therapist can provide invaluable guidance on this path of self-discovery. Embracing self-knowledge makes us more confident and authentic in our actions and relationships. As Epicurus said, first tell yourself what kind of person you want to be, and then act accordingly. If this video has inspired you to seek a wiser and more meaningful love, we invite you to take the next step. Don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification bell. I sincerely hope this message has been helpful to you. I want to congratulate you for making it this far and for finishing the video, which means you want to improve yourself as a person. If you enjoyed the video, leave a comment. If you're unsure what to comment, just say, "I'm here," so I know you made it to the end. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do so now and join us. Thank you for your attention. May you be blessed and at peace. Until next time, friends.